right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our small contracts project. Let's have a look at what we're going to be going over today. Now, today we're back inside of our Web3Py favorites module, and we're still inside the same section that we were from yesterday, the decrypting the private key and Python section of the module. So today we're going to do some light reading. Then I'm going to show you exactly what we read over inside of the contract itself, so you can have everything correlated. So now our function is completely functional. It can decrypt our private key for us. One thing we can do from here is remove the hard-coded private key variable we have, since we will no longer need it. Note, we will leave it in and comment it out just for learning purposes, as you saw. This way we can see how our contract progressed as we built it and learned new concepts. What we can do instead to get the private key is, before we need the private key, we're going to add it to our define main function. We'll add it right above the signed transaction, and it will look like this. So we have private key equals decrypt key. Notice that we made it lowercase because it is no longer a constant variable. Remember, constant variables have all capital letters to let us know that it is a constant and it's not going to change. So note, we will also change the private key parameter inside the signed transaction to private key so that everything is consistent. Now our entire signed transaction function with its variable stored should look like this. Let me get this out of the way really quickly. So we have signed transaction equals w3.eth.account.signed transaction with parameters of transaction, private key equals private key. From here, our contract should be ready to compile and run. Notice that our private key is no longer hard-coded anywhere in our code, and we will have to enter it manually when it's prompted in the terminal, as you saw. Note, for example purposes, we will still use our private key from the Anvil terminal when prompted, of course, because we need a private key. We're not going to use our own right now. This is a practice, so we're using the private keys provided by the Anvil terminal. So let's go back to our contract so I can show you what it looks like. So you can see here inside of our contract, once it pops up, I can show you. So you can see we have private key equals decrypt key. And you see signed transaction equals w3.eth.account.signed transaction with the parameters of transaction, and private key equals private key. Then we're going to say print our signed transaction. This is just for an example purpose. You wouldn't actually put it in your actual contract unless you wanted to, but it's not necessary. This is just so we can see that our transaction was signed and what it looks like. So basically, that's where we are, and we're going to keep moving forward. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.